Hello, and welcome. Welcome to a new cycle of Marty's Meditations. A new cycle, new opportunities, new questions, new meditations. Now, a lot of you may be going, Marty, what about the old cycle? Huh? Do you just expect us to up and go to the new cycle without even thinking about the old cycle? Of course not. Of course not. As we enter this new cycle, of course, we take the old cycle with us, right? But when you're learning math, and you've learned math, you don't take the book with you, right? It's done. You've learned math. You know 2 plus 2 equals 4. You know how to add numbers. You don't need the math book anymore, right? You enter a new cycle of math. You leave that old cycle behind because it's a part of you. It's in you now. We investigated the tome of Menitations, and we put it away. We put it back because we learned what we needed to from it. And now it's there for the next person. And our old cycle is someone else's new cycle. Now maybe some of you are going, well, Marty, I haven't heard the old cycle before, right? I'm coming into this new cycle. What's going on? Who are you? Right? You have a wonderful voice. You sound like you have a lot of insight into the world, into the sacred masculine. How can I learn more about you? Well, that's okay. The old cycle is still out there. Marty makes it available for all people, okay? So if you don't know much about Marty's Meditations, where he's come from, where we've all come from on this journey, for all the old listeners that are listening, right? To understand where we're all coming from, you can go and you can check out the old cycle, right? Marty doesn't like to hold back information like the government does. For those of you who are hopping on board to this new cycle, and you're like, I don't even need the old cycle. That's okay. Marty gets it. Maybe you're still going, but Marty, what's a meditation? That's like all I need to know. It's all I need to know to get in here, to get into this cycle and really tackle it, right? And really commit to it. A meditation is a practice that involves getting in touch with the sacred masculine, following it on a journey through the forest of our modern selves, and discovering what we can take back, right? That's what a meditation is. Marty likes to do meditations on all sorts of things, right? Likes to do meditations on technology, on motherhood, on dating. He likes to look at all sorts of things, right? And he likes to make that practice available for the people, right? With that being said, if you enjoy Marty's Meditations, please visit Marty's Patreon page to become a monthly donor. Become a martyr for manhood. Just go to patreon.com/Marty's Meditations. And you can become a monthly donor today. If you don't want to make a commitment, that's okay. Marty understands, which is why he also has a PayPal account and a Buy Me a Coffee account. And those links will be in the description if you're interested. You know, Marty still needs to pay bills. Still needs to pay rent. Still needs to pay for that medication that he doesn't like to talk about, right? Because the pharmaceutical companies like to keep you hooked on things. They like to make you dependent on their business, right? Marty doesn't like to talk about that, but you know, Marty has to pay for that medicine. Doesn't really have a choice, okay? So please help Marty to pay for that medication. Wow, a new cycle. I think it's appropriate because we as a society are entering a new cycle, right? Us Americans are entering a new cycle. We've gotten rid of the tyrant, right? The tyrannical father, as it would be said in spiritual terms. That's the spirit of it, the dynamic of it, the energy of it, this tyrannical father. Because the political system is just a way to have parental control, okay? That's what it is. Because apparently we can't take care of ourselves. So we were sick of our father, and we just said, no more, Dad. We don't want to be under your rule anymore. And we just left the house. We walked out in the middle of a blizzard, right? The middle of a very tumultuous time. The turmoil in the air. The society, the struggle. But we walked out in the middle of that blizzard, and we went, I can do this on my own. I don't need your tyranny. You aren't letting me be myself, right? You're not letting me engage in my spiritual purpose, my spiritual freedom, my physical and spiritual autonomy. So we left. And we're no longer ruled by the tyrant. A new cycle, a new energy. We moved in with Mom, right? Mom's great. Forget Dad. Mom always takes care of us. She makes us soup. She makes sure we see the doctor regularly. Maybe she cleans our ears, right? We rest our head in her lap to feel the warmth of her belly. She goes in there with a Q-tip, even though we know that's not good, right? It's not good to clean out your ears with a Q-tip, so don't do that. But Mom doesn't know any better. She thinks she's taking care of you. She thinks she's cleaning out your ear canals so that you can hear better. She believes that she is the preserver of your senses. To hear, to see, to feel, to taste, right? She's doing her best. So we move in with Mom so that she could take care of us. She could help us to build ourselves up again, to become stronger, to remember to take care of ourselves. But maybe Mom gets too used to having us around. Taking care of us now will give her purpose. Because Mom's art career didn't work out. Didn't work out the way she was hoping it would. And now she has us to take care of. And she's going to be afraid to give us up. Because now we've given her a new purpose. If we move out, she's going to have to deal with her failures and her uncertainty about her life. And we'll never be able to leave the house. Mom, can we go outside and play? No. It's dangerous out there. You're not allowed. Do you want to get hurt? Do you want to go out there and hurt yourself? You'll fall and get hurt, and then someone will find you and abduct you, and you won't be able to run from them because you'll be hurt, and then they'll throw you in the back of a van and drive you out into the middle of the woods in a shack, and they'll tie you up. They'll keep you there. They'll throw things at you. They laugh at you, and they touch you. They touch you inappropriately. And you won't be eating burgers and pizza and tacos anymore, right? You'll be eating twigs and berries and leaves, and those berries might be poisonous. How does that sound? Does outside sound very satisfying to you now? Does that sound exciting? When you're going to be tied up in a shack? Ooh, the nice outdoors, right? Wrong. Because playing is dangerous. Having fun is dangerous because you lose track of your surroundings, and the world's not safe. It's actually the most dangerous it's ever been, okay? What then? Do you think Mom will be out there to help you when you're in a shack out in the woods tied up? No. No, you're not going outside to play. That won't be happening. Mom will make sure of that. She's going to make sure you're nice and safe. We love Mom, don't we? She keeps us safe. We're safe here with Mom. We're very safe here. We are the safest we'll ever be. A new cycle. Wow. Here we are. So let's take this moment to open ourselves up to this new cycle, to take this new journey, to approach it with an open mind and an open heart. So take a breath in. And a breath out. And a breath in. And out. Close your eyes, as long as you aren't driving or operating heavy machinery. And I want you to envision a bicycle. A bicycle, that's it. Just riding down the street. You watch those little wheels turn, right? Because what is a cycle? It's a circle, isn't it? A cycle is a circle that's turning. But the circle stays the same. The circle stays the same. So what is a new cycle? Is it a new circle? Or is it the circle turning in a different way? Or is it a circle that has a cycle one way and then it goes the other way? Does it go at a different speed? Or do we take the circle and we cut it up and we make it a little smaller? Or maybe make it a little bigger and then make it turn? What is a new cycle? Take a moment with that question. Whoa, it's really deep. It's really deep and it takes a lot of thought, a lot of openness. Imagine that bicycle wheel again. It's riding down the street, right? That cycle, that circle is touching the road. It's coming in contact with the street. It's cycling through a different environment than if it was riding on the dirt, right? How does that change the cycle? So maybe it's not the circle or the way the circle's turning. Maybe it's what the circle's cycling on. Maybe that's the new cycle. Is when this circle enters a new terrain, the turning. It enters new land, and we travel with that cycle on that land. We pick up the dirt, pick up the gravel, the sand, the rain, the water. Maybe it's urine. So, sometimes cycles aren't pleasant, right? Sometimes you're riding your bicycle and you ride over some doo-doo, right? Then there's doo-doo on your wheel. There's doo-doo in your cycle. Have you ever felt like there's doo-doo in your cycle? Maybe you're going, Marty, I can't handle a cycle with doo-doo. So if this new cycle has doo-doo in it, I don't want to be a part of it. If there's doo-doo or pee-pee, no thank you. No thank you, Marty. I can't guarantee that every cycle will be clean. Why would you want it to be clean? You know, what a hilarious moment. Whoops. My cycle went into some doo-doo. Oh, and then we could all laugh about it. Maybe that's something that happens in the cycle. We all look back and we laugh. Maybe it's episode 4. I don't know. Maybe it's episode 5. Maybe it's both of them. And by the end, you'll realize, wow, our cycle rode through some doo-doo. But I'm happy it did. I'm happy we learned that lesson. So be open to this new cycle. Because the new cycle is really the new terrain that we're traveling on. Wow. Isn't that interesting? So hop on my bicycle and let's cycle through this world. So with that in mind, let's begin the new cycle of Marty's Minute Meditations.